Microphone good?
Yeah.
Yeah, everything good?
Good on 1, good on 2.
Fishing. We love it. And our job has taken us to some pretty incredible venues over the years.
We're really lucky to travel for our job, but it's not like we really get to see the countries that we visit.
Claire does have a point, you know. We turn up at a venue, we crack straight on with the fishing, and the filming chews through loads of time as well. And I'm sure our angling experience is very different to the average angler.
I want to see more of the country, more of the culture, taste the food, meet the people.
It would be nice to do a really, really long trip, one where we had a chance to really explore a country and do like a full tour of the place.
A month in a new country that we haven't been to before, and to make it a yearly event would be really awesome.
My only concern really would be where we're going to put all the bait for a month's worth of fishing.
How am I going to stay clean? Where am I going to store all my clothes, as we've only got a pickup truck?
The logistics of this sort of trip is going to be like really complicated. I'm going to take a hell of a lot of organising, but I do like a challenge.
I'm well up for it. I'm in.
Well, I guess that's it. The Carp Lifers are going on tour, aren't we?
We're going to Italy, baby. But I'm a bit tired, so I'm not really that enthusiastic. It's like 1:15 in the morning, and that was a long drive today.
We're heading up to the River Po section near Turin that one of the local lads has put us on. And yeah, we're just going to do the night there and then work out what we're going to do afterwards.
Aren't we going to get something to eat first?
I thought you'd just cook when we get there, innit?
No, mate, no chance. My first time in Italy, I absolutely want to try some Italian food.
With a face like thunder, how could I refuse? You know how the saying goes, happy wife, happy life and all that. And to be honest, it was a great shout by Claire, because this was possibly the best pizza I'd ever eaten in my life. Arriving at the river in the early hours of morning, we went to inspect the condition of the flow, and it weren't too bad, to be honest. With that in mind, we didn't hesitate. We quickly unpacked the van, hastily tied some rigs, got some PVA sticks together and launched 3 rods out for the remainder of the night. With all 3 rods fishing, it was now time for some well-earned sleep. Our first night in Italy. Well, I say first night, we didn't actually get to bed till 4 AM this morning. But yeah, it's an absolutely incredible spot. You know, we've got the city over our shoulder to the left, we've got mountains up there, and it's just really, really lush. But unfortunately this morning, they must have opened the floodgates, as when we arrived last night, the river didn't look too bad, the flow wasn't too strong. But this morning, it's absolutely ripping through with a hell of a lot of colour. Mostly coming from a small tributary river over my left-hand shoulder. Like, there's a lot of cloud and muck coming down that stretch. And I know when the conditions aren't optimal, and this is a classic example of it really, we're not going to sit around and flog a dead horse. So Claire and I are going to get packing up now, and we're going to head up into the mountains to the next venue. While we was packing our kit, our local contact David arrived.
Sorry for my English, is terrible.
No,
your English
brilliant.
is perfect,
You say,
mate.
what is this?
This is for you,
Thank
Oh,
you
wow.
so much.
food Italian.
Oh mate, we're going to test it, we're going to test it. Italians have such a warm nature, and one of the things I love about their culture is their passion for food. With the fresh pastries consumed, David would explain to me how to get to the next venue, where he'd meet us the following morning.
See you tomorrow morning.
Okay, see you tomorrow, my man.
Sorry if I smell.
Thank you.
On to the next venue, and I'm really, really excited about this one. It's a place called Masserano, I think is how you pronounce it. and it's basically a public lake in a nature reserve, an artificial dam, but it's managed by a guy called Andre, who we're heading up to meet now. I think I got the pronunciation of that one wrong. His name was actually Andrea.
Normali espressi. Hello. Nice to meet you.
How we doing, mate?
How are you?
Yeah, good, man, good.
There is not a good condition, weather condition.
It's changed,
but that's
Yeah,
life,
yeah.
eh, mate? We try our best. What can we do, eh? That was not what we wanted to hear, Andrea, but we'd get stuck in anyway.
It's a bit of rallycross here, Claire.
Whoa! Calm down, sweetheart. You might break something.
No.
With Claire giving it her best Colin McRae impression on the gravel track, eventually we'd arrive at the lake safely. And what a gaff this was, eh?
It's like a little golden forest with an Eden of water in the middle. How beautiful is this?
Yeah, it's a pretty unique lake, to be honest. It looks so nice. There's a lot of trees in the water as well.
There is.
But Antonio? It wasn't Antonio, was it Andreas? Oh, Andrea, actually.
Andrea.
Andrea is going to show us around shortly. It's going to take us around the boats. We're not allowed to use a boat here, so we've got to cast or use a bait boat. But with the amount of trees that are in the water, I reckon the bait boat with the echo sounder will probably be the one.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
But first, we need to go search the lake with Andrea and try and find him.
Is a very good position. The fish eat very near of the shore. Okay, there are many trees in the water, and you can cast and fish on 20 meters in the middle, or in 1 meter of low water.
Oh wow.
Okay.
I think this arm that we're choosing now, where there's slightly deeper water and goes into shallows, it's more promising. So we'll get the rods out there tonight. I think it's cold, but I don't think it's too cold.
I love your enthusiasm, Claire, but it was proper fresh. But spending the night in such a beautiful place was enough anyway. This is my first time using my own bait boat. Rig goes in here. Obviously, I am such a bait boat noddy. Everyone can laugh at me. I don't really care. Oh, here we go.
You're zigzagging everywhere.
Yes, I know, I'm terrible at Boom. Okay, one's in. I just dropped the first rod with a bait boat. Come on. By the time we got to the final rods, we was pretty much bait boating like a pro. Well, kind of. We just hoped our efforts would produce our first Italian carp. Core, it's a fresh one this morning. Temperatures got down to -5 last night, and we ain't used to this anymore. It was 30 plus when me and Claire left Spain. But this cold mountain barrage has got a bit of magic to it, you know. Oh, and I caught my first Italian carp last night. We're just going to wait for the sun to get up, then we'll get him out to take a closer look. Yeah, he may be small, but he's my first Italian carp, man. And I'm really chuffed to have caught him. He's a lovely colour, a really cool little one. Ever so happy to be off the mark. See you later, little fella. Now all we needed to do was catch a bigger one. Remaining vigilant is key to spotting carp, and I had my eyes firmly on the water. Right, we've just seen a fish show. So one of the rods that hasn't done anything yet. Gonna reel it in. I swapped my hook bait from a tiger nut to a white pop-up in hope that something a little bit more eye-catching would get me that opportunist bite.
Do you feel like a little kid with your toy?
Do I feel like a little kid with my toy? Yeah. I just wish I had the skills of a little kid with a radio control toy. While we was waiting for the rod to rip off, David and Andrea turned up, bearing more gifts. Ciao, amigos!
What are you?
Very good, thank you.
We forgot our tripod.
Yes, saved us.
Luckily, David managed to order one.
Not climatised, but I feel good now. It's good. We're good. We're good.
Good luck, guys.
Thank you.
It was super kind of the guys to get us a tripod and another testament of Italian hospitality. Now we had all the tools we needed to photograph the giant we was going to catch that night. Okay, there was no giants that night, but...
Oh, it's been right round. Come on. Oh. There he is. You got it.
It was another small but very beautiful one. But with this capture, our decision was made. It was time to get on the move.
There he goes. See you later.
Leaving a country of 30 degrees, coming to a country of 3 degrees, it was a big change. I'm going to get a hot water bottle.
We ain't going anywhere. We got kit to pack, spots to find and big carp to chase down. And then let's get cracking. We had a lot of kit to pack before our very own gondolieri pilot arrived, Andrea.
We go this way, look, we'll balance it out.
Come on, let's go. Andrea took us on a tour to show us some likely looking spots. Eventually, Claire and I would settle on a peninsula with a lot of features out in front of it.
Not going anywhere.
Go on, Claire. That's more like it. Making a solid effort there. This was like having my own personal Sherpa. With camp set up, it was time to turn our attention to bait. Tiger nut slush, sweet tigers and 15mm citrus would form the base of this mix. Garnished with citrus spod syrup and a handful of sweet corn, this would be the ultimate high attract spring bucket. Load her up and send it. I was getting the hang of this now. I sent the bait boat to the far margin where I found a nice spot at 7 metres at the bottom of a shelf. Right, that'll do. Bombs away. With all the rods in, the rest would be up to the carp gods now. Carp gods weren't so kind. So first thing, we was on the move, because if you don't get on them in the spring, you've got no chance of catching them. Heading round to a spot that Andrea had recommended, we'd spend our last 2 nights here. Cracking straight on with building camp, loading bait boats, finding spots and dropping them baits. And you know what? Claire was doing a pretty sterling job. I guess slow is pro. We sent 3 rods to the far margin, dotted around snags and points, with the other 3 going long down the arm where we'd seen plenty of fish show. We was feeling super confident. How could it not happen? The fish were in the area and the rods were on the money. We just hoped this lake would be kind to us for our last 2 nights. In the early hours, it happened, and it felt like a pretty decent one too.
Yeah, it's a nice one. Oh, sick. Lovely common. Come on. Yes.
We did manage to catch fish last night. 4 bites, we landed 3, biggest being 36. We moved yesterday, which I think was a really good shout. So we're gonna wait for this icy rain to stop and then take some pictures. Can't wait to show you.
With no signs of the icy rain letting up, we just cracked on, as nobody wants to leave carp in bags all day.
My first Italian carp. Thanks, mate. Truly buzzing with this capture. Big old rubber lips, stunning colours. Yeah, and he did give me a bit of a fight as well. But let's get some photos of this absolute beaut and slip him back because I reckon it's warmer in the water than what it is out here. Thank you, mate.
Sick.
Buzzing. Ready?
Go.
Oh, he's gone.
Man, what a beautiful carp. proper Italian common. Great colours, a huge rubbery mouth. Gave a good account of herself out in that water. Making that move yesterday, being proactive, well and truly paid off. And that's what it's all about in the springtime. Adapting to the situation, getting on the move, getting on them fish. And that's the result. Hoping the weather's going to improve, you know, as it's been frightfully cold. Last night, hopefully there's a couple more like this to end on, eh? What a lovely carp, honestly. Proper immaculate, perfect mouth. Come on.
Cup of tea.
Cup of tea, yeah. Maybe think about redoing the rods afterwards as well, eh?
Yes.
Right, come on, let's get
Get the fingers nimble and going.
The rain was relentless that day, and not to mention freezing cold. And despite standing out in that weather, I didn't see a single fish show. Consigning ourselves to the bivvy through the lack of activity, we tied rigs and had a scroll through Instagram. But as we went into the evening, neither of us were feeling confident like the night before. Okay, so maybe we should have felt confident. You in? Still in?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a decent one.
Oh. Freezing fishing. Still paying off. Yay!
Oh, rod's nearly gone in, Claire.
What's this? Your turn, Samir?
It's popping off this evening, isn't it?
20 minutes after.
Yeah. Literally just ripped the rod off the rest. If I hadn't had that butt lock on, I would have definitely been in trouble, you know.
Yay!
Yeah. Come on. Oh, it's popping off tonight. Come on. It's time to leave this venue now. You know, it's been quite tough here, to be honest. I wasn't expecting it to fish like this, but at the same time I wasn't expecting this unseasonably cold weather. And last night all 3 fish came on a citrus pop-up, and it just goes to show that, you know, citrus really is an all-season bait. You know, I don't think there's anything better you could use, but we've got a lot of gear to pack up now before Andre picks us up to take us back to our car. So in the meantime, we're going to get some photos done and then get all the gear in the boat.
What a wonderful leaving present. But I'm glad we stayed because we have caught some beautiful fish. Samir's got a couple more in the sack, and I can't wait to put this one back, get the other 2 out, and go on to the next venue. Truly buzzing. Thank you, mate.
The prettiest one for me for last night. We have made the best out of a pretty dire situation, to be honest. Staying proactive, keep moving, keep adapting our approach, and eventually it's all come good in the end. Yeah, he's no monster, but what he is incredibly clean and unbroken. And in this day and age of carp fishing, catching immaculate carp like this is quite a rare thing. With all the carp filmed and photographed, it was now time to get out of here. David and Andrea have been incredible hosts, but now we was looking forward to adventures new. Come on, Claire, let's go. We're nearly at our next destination now. We've driven across the sort of north of Italy towards Milan to hook up with Nash videographer and good friend Richard. And we're going to be spending the night at his actually before heading out in the morning. Give us a chance to quickly get some batteries charged, do some laundry, take a shower. And then in the morning we're going to be heading out and exploring. Initially we was going to be fishing a venue that was quite high up in the Alps, but unfortunately the temperatures are really minus, along with cold wind and rain. And to be honest, I'm not really feeling it. As we made our way to the hotel, I'm not gonna lie, both of us were really looking forward to spending the night in a dry, warm bed. It was nice to have a fresh start that morning. heading downstairs for a strong coffee and a bit of grub. Soon Richard would join us to show us some venues and some spots. Once we decided on a venue, it was time to head to the garage and have a proper van sort out. Come on, don't be shy, Richard. We all know you're a Jedi behind the lens. Right, anyway, let's get to the lake. We're on our way to the next big venue. Now, this lake is definitely a bit of me and Claire. And actually, the next few lakes are the big, open expanses of water, huge glacial lakes. We can use a boat, we can do what we want, we can use whatever bait we want, and I'm just really excited. Oh, this is special, isn't it? What a backdrop.
Piacere, ciao Mario.
Ciao.
Look at this! Oh my gosh! Oh, this is mental. It's like, I don't know, it's almost like a fairy tale, isn't it?
No, photo.
Oh, okay, sorry.
No, contanti. Alright. So with this you're okay for fishing.
Okay, perfect.
Let's go.
Thank you so much.
Prego, arrivederci.
Oh, sorry, grazie. Yeah.
Grazie.
Obtaining a guest ticket for this lake was thanks to this guy on the right, Marco. As a guest, we only could fish one swim, and this particular one was a ramshackle pontoon floating on a reed bed out in the lake. One here, and in this area here, I think we're going to take a good look and explore what the echo sound are.
Yeah.
Come on, let's go fishing.
Let's go.
Grafted, got no time to put my feet up. Got that hunger for more tea time. I tell my kids to better eat up. Cause there's kids out there with no food in the fridge to feed them. No fridge, no roof over their head when it gets freezing. Better believe it. Got that faggot with my belly more time.
We had a lot of gear to move, especially as the car was a considerable distance from the swim. Getting some rigs tied up and the boat ready, we headed out into open water to find some spots and drop our first line. Right, as so far, it is pretty much a barren desert out here. I've decided to drop my first one next to the pipe and the filters. The pipes were an engineering megastructure under the water and the most dominant feature in this area. Finding some additional spots in our near margin around some lily pads, it would take us well into the hours of darkness to get all our rods out on this truly incredible lake. There's something truly special about waking up to vistas like these. Although the scenes were incredible, it was really cold. But despite the big chill, there was something so magical about this landscape.
We don't need hats, we don't need gloves, we don't need shrouds. Don't bring your hot water bottle, too much stuff.
Come on, Claire, we never knew it was going to be cold like this. Another bite. Feels like another very small carp.
Oh no.
But I'm not complaining for the moment.
Because it's a bite. Let's hope it's not a bream.
No, it's definitely not a bream.
Yeah.
You're getting bigger, aren't they, sweetheart?
They are getting bigger.
Even though he is small, the second bite in the morning, he's much bigger than the last one. So I think we've got a bit of a pattern emerging here. So we're going to move some of the other rods after getting this one back out. Just heading back out to the spot next to the pipe where I had that common. And there's clearly a bit of fish activity on that now. Getting rod back in. Hopefully the next one's bigger. Claire's got to run. I'm just sorting this rod out here. I'll come round and get you. Hold tight. Sure it's small? There we go. Well done. Actually, I think it could be the biggest one. Cool, he's one ratty common, that is. Show me. Oh. Terrible return. That's
Smith,
a flop, huh?
did not want to come anywhere near it. Just like, look.
Got a lot to sort out now, haven't we? Got like 4 rods to replace. Busy morning ahead. I don't think I've ever fished on a floating raft of rushes with a ramshackle pontoon made up of old pallets and plastic pallets and bits of wood. But yeah, it was quite bizarre, but at the same time, Really, really interesting. We've got a hell of a lot of features out in front of us as well. Very in depth. We've got a big pipe that runs right through the middle of the swim, which is a part of some sort of filtration system for the lake, which I've never heard of before. We've also got a river coming in on the right, plenty of lily pads, some small islands, rushes, root balls, trees, all sorts. So we've really got plenty to fish to. In the springtime, you never really know where the carp are going to be. Depending on the weather, they could be deep, they could be shallow. And for us, we just want to hedge our bets all across the different spots in the hope that we can pick up a few bites.
Reeling our rods in that hadn't seen any action, we'd swap our hook baits over to a 24mm monster shrimp bottom bait with a 20mm scoping squid pop-up. Heading out onto the water, we went in search of spots with similar characteristics to the ones that had done the bites.
And we're going to pull it on the edge of these lilies. I just feel like this is a really good spot, so let's hope this one works.
Baiting light with just a handful of tiger nut mix and a few boilies dotted around the marker, that would be enough.
You really do throw like a girl.
All the rods went out sweet. Deposited at varying depths and distances, we were sure to catch that night as there were plenty of carp in the swim. Now I know this might sound a bit cliche, but even if we didn't catch, how could we not be content surrounded by such beauty? The bite started early, and this would be the first of many, many small carp that evening.
Which one? Oh, it's the left-hander.
Wading through the relentless onslaught of small commons, there had to be a bigger one on the cards soon, surely.
Feels like a much better fish. You never really know. But it does feel better to me. He's got to have had it now, surely. Biggest one yet. Definitely the biggest scrap yet. Mental thing. Absolutely mental. The most mental fight for a carp of that size ever.
It had been a really busy night with 9 captures in total, with the last one being a pretty decent carp to be honest. But we were both feeling proper shattered, but not too tired to appreciate another beautiful sunrise in this epic place. Now the sun was up, it was time to get our last capture out for a closer look.
Well, that's the best one from last night's and this morning's flurry of bites. Another really, really immaculate carp. Like, one thing I can't quite get over here in Italy is just how mint the fish are. Like, look at him, his mouth is perfect, tail perfect, incredible colours, and he gave a ridiculous scrap for his size. Now, the conditions haven't been favourable at all. With the one exception of sunshine yesterday, it's gone straight back to freezing cold and rain today. Just hope we can sneak a good one out before we have to leave. Lovely. See you later, buddy. Let's get the coffees on. I hate being in the rain.
Come on Samir, stop the whinging, it's just a bit of rain. And what are waterproofs for? You've got bait to prepare, rigs to tie and rods to re-drop.
There's no rest for the wicked, mate. Telling you. Come on, effort equals reward. Let's hope that this effort is rewarded justly. That is not fun, Claire.
No, I can see that. You absolutely look drenched.
Claire was right, I'd taken a proper hammering in the rain. But you've got to put 100% effort in 100% of the time if you want to be successful in carp fishing.
Dead this morning, like proper dead. Didn't manage to catch a carp last night, but we're certainly not going to lose any sleep over that.
It's time to head on to the next venue now, where hopefully we're going to be able to catch ourselves a bigger fish. So come on, let's get packed up. We packed the van sharpish, making a quick detour to the supermarket to grab some essentials before we headed on to Pusiano to meet Richard. Right, shopping out of the way with, we're back on the road heading to the next venue, which our Italian contact Richard assures us holds a better stock of fish and with a larger average. He says it's not a particularly easy lake, but we have the chance to move around a little bit, hopefully get on the fish, and I'm praying that we can catch a big one. Richard! Nice
to see you again, mate.
Good, buddy.
Good. Yeah?
Yeah, look at this, man.
Welcome to Pusiano, my friend.
Oh, mate. Honestly, look at the panorama. This place was incredible. Like proper incredible. And possibly one of the most beautiful venues I'd ever stepped foot on. Richard explained to me there was 3 swims available that day. Jumping in the motor to take a drive around the lake and check them out, it was decided we would split up to give us the best chance of getting on the fish.
So we can try different spots, different depth.
Yeah, if we catch, you can come and join us.
Yeah.
And if you catch, we can come and join you, so...
We'll see, I don't know.
Quite the comedian, aren't we, Richard? Anyway, I'd find my own carp. 100% carp down there, it's all clouding up. 100%. Come on, let's go get a gear. This Rush Line Bay was by far the shallowest on the lake, and would definitely be an area the carp would group up in pre-spawning. Getting camp and rod set up, we needed to get out on the water as the fish were active, but Claire was busy making friends.
I'm going to bite you in the face, mate.
Just show them that you're not scared. Ow!
Classic.
See, I told you, Claire. Now let's stop dithering around and get these rods in, eh?
Look at all these lilies. Carp love lilies, so I think I'm going to actually try and find a spot around here somewhere. Look, there's a sick tree stump there, isn't it? Is it?
Well spotted, Claire. Now let's get that bait and rod in so we can move on to the next.
Give us a nice carp.
All 6 rods went out with ease. Now we knew we was going to catch that night as there was still plenty of carp in the area, but the question was we going to catch big? Pretty much straight away I could feel the line grating through a snag. Heading out in the boat, I'd arrive at the spot and find a small tree on the bottom with the carp sitting quite calmly on the other side. Now I tried to unwrap the line from the twig, but the fish had swum around it a few times, so I took my net and tried to net the fish from the other side of the snag, which actually worked out really, really well. Claire and I feel proper privileged to be waking up at places like this for a job. And I know it may seem like I'm rattling on over every sunrise and every sunset, but come on, look at this place. It's ridiculous, and actually one of the main reasons why Claire and I go carp fishing. Oh, and of course for the carp too. But before we sort that one out, we'll have a quick check-in with Richard and see how he got on.
Good morning.
Morning, buddy. What a beautiful morning it is today, eh? Good. I catch my first Pusiano carp. How's it going for you?
It was a good night.
Good one?
But I will tell you more if you come to visit me.
Come on, give us a clue what you had.
It's a carp.
You're not going to let me know anymore. Right, I'll see you soon, brother.
Alright, see you soon, bro.
There we go, my first Pusiano carp. Hopefully not my last, hopefully not my biggest, although it's a slight improvement on the previous venue. We've got off to a good start. Richard's also got one in the bag, so I'm going to get this one slipped back now. I'm going to head round there and do some pics for Richard. Yay! How we doing, bro?
Good, very good.
Come on.
You?
Yeah, good, mate. What you caught then?
Let's have a look.
Oh, he's keeping me waiting, isn't he? Go on, let's go.
Look at the size of that. That's definitely a big carp.
I don't want to be obvious, but mate, I don't know what to say. This is a gorgeous carp from Pusiano, Italy. Nice shape, nice color. This is a big one.
I want one next. Come on.
Yeah. Oh. You look beautiful. She likes the copper squid with a pink pop-up. Okay, ready for release. Come on!
Well done, geezer.
What an incredible capture. Clocking the scales at over 48 pounds. This was exactly the kind of carp I wanted to see. And well deserved by Richard, especially after all the effort and help he gave us. But now, me and Claire had a decision to make.
Richard was kind enough to offer us to come and fish in the swim with him, as yesterday, when we both turned up at the venue, we agreed that we'd split up and whoever caught fish, the other one would move down and join them, so to maximise our chances. But I kind of feel like I'm sheeping Richard up a bit, really, to be honest. And I really want to try and catch one of my own terms out of here. So we're going to give it another night in here and see how it goes. Failing that, then yeah, I guess sheeping Richard is on the cards. But for the moment, we want to try and capture on our way, on our terms. Just packing up, and this one's busted off. Like, we're literally going to have a social with Richard, as all we've caught is small carp here. This one's giving a big scrap at range, but at the same time, it's taken a lot of line. And for me, when they take a lot of line, normally they're small, but I'm going to head out there now. Now I've got it clear of the rushes.
Oh no, it's still on. It's in a snag. The snag was relatively small and was no drama at all to free the line. There we go. Oh God. And he's still on? Yeah, he's still on. Done. Well, we'll see you later, yeah? Go on. Small fish bait. Right, let's get all these rods in and get the hell out of here, yeah?
Let's go. Let's do it.
No more small carp. We're done with them.
So we're on our way around the other side to go and see Richard, but I do feel like we're sheeping him, but he is catching fish, so let's see. Let's see what happens.
Ruthless Claire.
Oh no.
Ruthless Claire.
Let's see.
The spot looked bang on, to be honest. The wind was pumping into the shore and it looked like there was a storm on the horizon. Not hanging about, we quickly set up camp once more, prepped some rigs and bait and headed out onto the water to deposit our lines.
Spot is incredible.
Ah, like it.
All the rods went out sweet, and just in time before Marco and his girlfriend Jada turned up for a social that evening. You remember Marco, the guy who sorted out the ticket for us on a giorno? Us lads sank a few beers and had a good waffle about carp fishing, while the ladies engaged in girly chat and checked out Jada's prize cheesecake. Check that out, it was proper incredible. And did I tell you that Italians love food?
Oh wow.
In the early hours of the morning, my left hand rod busted off. Straight away I could feel the line was grating against some snag. Not want to take any risks, I got Claire to grab my life jacket and I headed out in the boat to try and free the line from the obstacle.
Nice one, mate.
Yeah?
Go on. Yeah, nice one, mate.
Oh wow, man.
Long carp, huh?
Beautiful.
Oh, mate, we've waited for this, haven't we? Come on.
Once again, the weather that morning was horrendous. Waiting for a small break in the rain, it was time to get my carp out to take a closer look.
My first 40-pound Italian carp. You know, we've had a wonderful time here in Italy, really amazing. Some incredible scenes, some incredible lakes, and some beautiful carp core. But there was just one thing missing, and that was a big one. And last night, this one turned up. Mega carp, 42 pounds, caught over a bed of monster shrimp, and sweet tigers and tiger nut slush. There's 2 tigers on the hook and a piece of fake corn. Incredible, incredible fish. Thank you so much. There you go. We did it. Coffee. Redo the rods for tonight. More big carp coming, come on. So we kind of got the feeling now that maybe the carp have moved on the wind, as we had a hell of a lot of wind yesterday and they're actually patrolling this margin. So what we're going to do, we're going to stick an extra rod out here, just around the corner, as it's got a nice sort of shelf that goes down to 7 metres at the bottom. We're going to place that bait straight at the bottom of that shelf. And I reckon tonight we could be on for something special, eh? Come on, Richard. Yeah. Gracias. Okay, next is your boat, mate. Heroes. Heroes.
With fresh rigs sorted and all our bait prepared, we soldiered on into that heavy rain to get the rods sorted for the evening. You know, these carp ain't gonna catch themselves, and it's times like these you need to dig deep and push on.
Fish? It's a carp?
Yeah. Ooh.
You want to get in the boat? A lot of snags here?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's in the snag.
Yeah.
A little bit. Oh, no, this is not good.
Next snag?
Yeah, I think on the boa.
No.
There you go, panic over Richard, and that looks like a proper decent one too, brother.
Come on!
Yes! Come on! With my favorite rig, one of my favorite rig, Slip D on Fang X. That's cool.
43 pounds, mate.
Yeah.
19.5.
So it's 19 kilo?
19.5, mate. Well done, brother.
This is a nice fish again. Snowman presentation, monster shrimp, and pink pop-up. Yeah. And this is the price, mate. Ah, this is good.
Well done, geezer.
Ah, thank you.
Well done, mate.
Thank you.
Well done,
So
bro.
happy.
Come on, let's get those rods sorted now for the night, eh?
Yeah, it's already late.
We just put that carp back, huh? Just put that fish back.
I'm shaking, bro. Literally. Yes! Yes!
Come on!
Yes!
Yes, Richard. Richard. Wait, spot's on fire today, brother.
Yeah, man. I'm laughing because it's unbelievable.
Beautiful carp, mate. Well done.
Thank you, mate. Really, thank you.
I was gassed for Richard. He was such a lovely bloke and he deserved to catch every one of those carp. As the evening drifted into the night, there was no letting up in the action. The rods were literally busting off every few hours, but unfortunately there was no big uns like the ones Richard had caught earlier on in the day, but we were still grateful for every carp capture all the same. I wonder how many of you thought that was the sound of us chugging on an early morning bowl. It was actually us getting some coffees ready while we decided exactly what we was going to do next.
So it was a really busy night last night. We had 4 bites and yeah, they were all small carp. So we don't want to make the same mistake as we did on the last spot. So we're going to pack up now and try and find some bigger carp.
So yes, I think it's a good move just to change the swim. Last night I didn't get any, and the big ones probably swim out from this area.
Heading round to what would now be the third side of the lake we would fish, we'd have to drive through an industrial estate and some sort of weird fishery or country park before arriving at what could only be described as another breathtaking swim. Swiftly unpacking our vans, we would take a little pause to enjoy some light refreshment and a spot of lunch in this beautiful location. But there was a storm brewing on the horizon and we needed to get our stuff sorted out quick. Tying some rigs and heading out on the boat, we'd hastily drop some rods before the big weather front arrived.
Riders on the storm, riders on the storm. Into this house we're born, into this well we're thrown, like a dog without a bone, an actor out alone. Riders on the storm.
It's not very good.
Why?
Gets deep really quick.
Yeah?
Yeah. And the plateau's a lot further out than I thought it would be.
Okay.
And it's 10 metres deep, the plateau.
The depths in the swim were far from ideal, but the weather conditions were just perfect and it was sure to do a bite or two.
Had a proper screamer. Got myself a really decent common in the net. And look out, Richard's in as well. Big weather, we've had massive wind. It's been mental, it's absolutely pissing it down, isn't it, Claire?
It is pissing it down. It's never going to stop, I don't think, either.
No, but as long as the carp keep coming, we don't care, do we, buddy? Not quite. Go on.
Yes!
Come on.
Come on,
Yes,
man.
in the rain.
Yes.
In a big storm.
Oh.
2 carp in the bag. Let's have a look. Ah, it's a decent one as well, bruv.
Decent one.
It's about...
Not big one, decent one.
Okay, mate.
Hey mate, I was sleeping very deep. And then boom! The bite alarm screams. And the rod, the one just under the boat. Ah, so nice. Come on, mate.
Yes, bro.
Yes.
What a great start to the day, and it was a mirror too. Now we just needed to wait for the sun to get up to photograph our carp. First up was the mirror that Richard caught that morning. Now we wouldn't normally keep a fish of this size, but it was incredibly beautiful and actually quite rare for a lake that's dominated by commons. Next up was Richard's half of the double take, another incredibly immaculate common with that signature overslung lip that all the commons seem to have in this lake. Wow, a lot of tiger nuts in here, mate. Look at that, mate. All tiger nuts, maize, shells, seeds. This one loves a bit of Nash particle, doesn't he, buddy? There we go. The best one from last night's 3 captures, and was actually the first one to tear off. An absolute one-noter, caught on a monster strip 24mm bottom bait and a 15mm citrus pop-up, right in the edge. Like, when I mean in the edge, I mean like in the edge. Heading into the last night, we're hoping for a proper big one, and I hope it's for Claire, as she's yet to catch a decent fish from this lake, and I desperately want her to hold up a whopper for the cameras. Bro, it's been an awesome time, mate. Thank you so much, man.
Thank you to you for the wonderful time we spent together.
It's been good, eh?
Yeah, amazing, amazing.
Ate some great food, caught some awesome fish, had some great company, man.
Good chat also.
Can't wait for the next time, eh?
Yeah.
Right, we'll see you tomorrow at your hotel, yeah?
Yeah. See you
Safe,
tomorrow.
easy, bro. Ciao.
Ciao.
Lovely here, isn't it, Claire?
Isn't it amazing?
So nice, mate. The panoramas are out of this world.
Do you know what? Like, I think every place we fished on this lake has been beautiful, but this is one of the most beautiful views.
Yeah,
Sick.
100%.
Don't know, you can feel the energy from the mountains and just look at that water and just pray them big uns to come in. And I do think tonight it might happen.
You reckon?
Yeah, I do. And I reckon it's going to be my rod, Samir.
Come on, you've
Ain't
got all
gonna
the
be
rods
yours.
tonight, because it's not fair. You ain't had
No,
one
mate.
since we moved here. And you lost one in the over swim.
Yeah, I did. But that weren't my fault. You took too long to get in the boat, mate.
What?
Yeah, it wasn't my fault. I blame you.
Come on, the big carp.
Come on. Give me a big cup. Be amazing.
It was another beautiful dawn at Pusiano, but unfortunately, a dawn devoid of carp.
But yeah, I was really hopeful to catch a fish last night. We don't have to go for a few more hours, so possibly still could have a bite. But yeah, I am slightly disappointed. I still have hope yet.
I love Claire's enthusiasm, but the last few hours passed without event. But we wasn't disappointed. How could we be? We'd had a wonderful time spent with great people in an epic location and caught some really beautiful carp. But now it was time to get sorted out and have a bit of a freshen up. These long trips can be tested, and staying on top of your clothes can be a drama in itself. With a quick pit stop back to the hotel for a shower, freshen up and a fresh skinhead, we was ready to hit the road once more. Not the one, was it, Claire?
No, not at all. There was too much flow, too much colour.
Too much debris. We both so wanted to fish the river pole, didn't we?
Yeah, but it ain't for us now because it's just not the one, is it? So
No, it was twice, but we've given a shout to Andrea. There isn't much fishing in this area, which is a bit of a disappointment. So we're going to, for the first time in many, many, many years,
a bay lake.
It's not your average pay lake, it's called Wild Lakes. He assures me it does not feel like a pay lake. Like,
Because the word's wild.
but he says it's really beautiful, really nice carp, and he reckons we're going to enjoy ourselves. It's only 2 nights, so we can just get a few rods out, hopefully catch a few before we head on to see Matteo, eh?
Yay, I can't wait. I can't wait.
Whoa!
Yes, Andrea, how we doing, brother?
Bro,
Good?
good, very good.
You coming fishing?
No fishing, Samir.
No problem.
Just one day for you,
Ah,
Claire,
okay.
Andrea.
Hello, mate. Nice to meet you. Good?
Nice to meet you. Hi, mate.
Hey, buddy. How we doing? Good?
Yes, you?
Yeah, very good. Thanks. What's your name, mate?
One fish, no, just 5 minutes ago.
How about that? We'd only been here 10 minutes and seen a fish on the bank already. Whoa!
Oh.
Whoa!
Bye.
Look at this! Just got here and it's popping off! And now it looked like we was going to see our second wild lake carp. And it wasn't a bad looking one either. In fact, it was pretty sick.
Oh, Samir, enjoy, my friend.
What have we got here, buddy? Oh, wow.
Lasagna.
Is this proper Italian lasagna? Come on, mate. Grazie. My mum used to make me a banging lasagna as a kid, In fact, it was one of my favourite Italian dishes.
Enjoying that, boys?
Yes, of course. That's fantastic.
Smashed it, mate. Smashed it.
Oh, so f***ing good, man.
What more could you want? Friends, good food, a few beers, a few more beers, and you guessed it, a few more beers.
We need to get rods out next day after the
I know.
Right, let's go find some spots then, Claire.
Yeah, let's go. I know, like, we don't fish pay lakes, but this is actually one of the nicest pay lakes I've ever seen because he hasn't touched it. He hasn't actually spoiled how wild it is, and it is actually a wild lake.
It was lovely, and pretty shallow too. Finding some nice spots at the bottom of the marginal shelf would keep a sensible distance from the snags as there were so many fish jumping, it didn't make sense to butt up right against them.
Happy with the drop?
I'll be even happier with a bite.
Happy?
3 more rods, let's go.
Right, one just jumped straight out in front of us. Let's go put the rod on it, yeah?
No, we've got one. We're in. Get it. Get it.
I can hear the sirens coming.
Oh, has he gone in the tree?
Come on out we go.
Got it out? Yeah.
My first wild lake carp, and what a beautiful mirror he is. And yeah, absolutely buzzing. I just put my rod out about 10 minutes ago, 15 minutes max, and yeah, it went belting off while I was out in the boat putting my other line out. So I think tonight is going to be a very busy night.
Surprisingly, after getting that initial bite quickly, the rods remained silent for the rest of the afternoon. It wasn't until 10 PM when we started to get bites that were pretty steady throughout the rest of the night.
Cool one, you see. Oh, no, get this one. Yeah, drop back. Yeah, go. Two. I've got 2 in the net and 1 on.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, go on, you take it. Go another the fish. Go.
Why?
3 rods, 2 nets and 3 carp. Not bad for 10 minutes work, eh? Oh, we'll make that 4.
Fish?
Obviously it wasn't just us getting amongst the action. Andrea had caught himself a really, really beautiful dark scaly carp, so we thought we'd have a picture together.
No!
Or maybe not.
No! But lucky, he's got spares. So at the moment we're all having great fun, catching lots of carp. Ciao, ciao!
Ciao!
Yes.
Well done.
Oh no! Got a bite! Yeah.
It was another really small but cool mirror, and I guess it was kind of worth getting wet for.
Run!
This one actually got snagged up on a root ball, but soon sorted itself out when I got above it in the boat.
See there, mate. It's been more small carp, and now things are getting pretty drastic. So we decided to pop on 2 of Andrea's 30 millers. She's got some custom 30 millers in his bivvy, which has been kind enough to share with me. So we just stuck them on, gone for a KD rig, junked the blowback, really, really long hair, in the hope those small fish just pick up that bait and then drop it again. But that's the way we're going forward. Hopefully we're going to be able to isolate a bigger one.
You want to go out with the boat?
No, it's coming in.
Oh.
There's little weed bed out here, but it's alright.
Good. There you go. Job's a good end.
Thanks, mate. Bring me a big one.
That afternoon it was a few more beers, a bit of dancing, a few more visitors, a few more beers, and obviously a few more carp too.
It's in the net.
Wow.
It's in the net, mate. Okay. Is it still recording? Yeah. That's good.
Well, I guess you can't win them all, eh? But the lads have been getting amongst a few decent ones too. And it was pretty much lovely times all round.
Capitano check!
Got it. Yeah. Done.
There are snags everywhere in this complex, but for me, it proper adds to its charm. But it does make the use of a boat absolutely essential to land fish, of which we was having a pretty good land to loss ratio. More beers and Italian food, and of course followed by plenty of Italian carp, was actually making this leg of the trip really enjoyable. As you probably guessed, it was a proper busy night, full of small carp. So we decided to leave our rods hanging up on the bivvy, as we were sure we wouldn't have to reel the remainder of them in.
Fish? Snags.
And that was our cue to pack up, after saying goodbye to the boys.
It's been mega, absolutely mega.
It was fantastic.
Fantastico!
Check!
Right, we're gonna get packed up and on the road. Thanks, guys. Cheers, man.
Big love.
Thank you, mate.
We'd had a really enjoyable few days here. The venue was awesome, the fishing was prolific, but most of all, the company was just so lovely.
So lovely, isn't it?
Lovely, guys.
Lovely, lovely family.
But this part of the journey's over. Now we're heading south. 3-hour drive to go visit the lovely Matteo. Yeah, he's the sales guy or manager for Italy. Really sweet guy. We're going to fish his home lake, which is supposed to be quite tricky. But to be honest, we're not really too fussed about catching, although we're going to make maximum efforts. The main point of this stop is to see Matteo and give him a big hug, eh, Claire?
I can't wait.
This looks incredible. Oh God, Christ, people ain't scared around here.
It's me, what should we do?
I think he said turn left when I get to the lake. So I'm going to turn left here, but oh my Lord, this place is ridiculous.
This lake was next level beautiful and had a really cool 120-year-old barrage, and not to mention a decommissioned nuclear power station too. But most of all, it had buckets of charm, and most importantly, it had Matteo.
Ciao, bello.
Hola, ¿qué tal?
What's going on? You good?
Good, all good.
Come on, let's get parked up. Where are we going? Up here? Parking here?
Samir.
Oh, mate. Good?
It was beautiful.
We're sipping on feet.
I've been so looking forward to this venue on the trip. Like, I'd heard about this place, I'd seen pictures of it, and it is everything I expected it to be. It's one of the most incredible looking lakes I think I've ever seen. And now we're going fishing here for a couple of nights. Matteo has advised me that the fish love tiger nuts and they love monster shrimp. So we're going to try one of each. It is one rod per person here. So it is really going to take something special to catch a good carp out of it. So if we manage to achieve that, I'll be over the moon. But in reality, the whole point of this stop was to see Matteo. Like, I love this little guy. He's so sweet, he's so lovely, and I couldn't come to Italy without stopping by and seeing him first. So even if we don't catch a monster, I'll be happy to stay there just to see Matteo, eh?
Catching the best moments.
Exactly that.
All the rods went out perfect that evening, baited tightly from the bank, It was kind of novel only fishing with one rod each, but in a way, we both felt really confident.
Good morning, Samir.
Did you sleep good?
Yes, and you?
Yes, I slept very good until I was awoken this morning for a few beeps.
Yes, few beep.
Yeah, no fish though. But we see a really, really nice carp jump, mate. Close to the spot. No easy ask to swallow a loss on a new venue, especially when it's supposed to be a tricky one. But you can't sit there crying. You got to get your kit back together and your rod back out on the spot and hope that wasn't your only opportunity. What is for dinner, mate?
Bread with liver.
Yeah, lovely.
Okay.
I love liver.
And the second is boar.
Okay, yeah, pig.
With polenta.
Oh, it sounds amazing, mate.
This region is their speciality.
Yes, sure.
Everyone's so kind here, aren't they?
Yeah. So we're definitely going home a few kilos heavier.
Crostini, the same.
Crostini.
With fegatini.
Fegatini.
But the best one is this. The boar.
Yes.
Boar.
No, you got it right. Boar.
Cinghiale in umido con polenta. Appennino tosco-emiliano.
Wow, that looks amazing, mate. Right, let's get stuck in then, guys, yeah?
Thank you.
The food was incredible, like on another level good, and one of the things I love about Italy. But we were soon to be rudely interrupted.
Be careful because the hook is without barb. We are using barbless hook.
I hate barbless hooks.
Claire, is possible take the landing net, please?
Yeah! Come on, Matteo! Yes, mate.
Good start.
Great, eh, mate? Well done, Matteo.
The first one. Very strong bite from this nice carp. About 14, 15 kilos, I don't know, but I'm very happy. I'm happy because also Claire landed this carp. For me, it's really an honor.
My pleasure.
Yeah.
Come on, let's jump in with
now,
Matteo,
Samir,
Claire.
please come here, please.
Come on, mate.
Yeah.
Look out. Come on, Claire, on the other side. Ah, well done, Matteo, mate.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Nice to see one on the bank, especially after losing one this morning.
Well,
this.
Yes.
Beautiful carp.
Woo.
Well done, mate. Well done.
Thank you, Brasimone.
Yeah. Thank you, Brasimone. Oh, what a lovely carp. Well done, mate. Right, I'm going to go look at the other side now, see if there's fish rather than stalking.
Yes,
so
we will try. Yeah.
We try, absolutely, mate. Absolutely.
Matteo pointed out to me the two snags I'd have to cast between where we'd seen fish up against the barrage earlier. Making my way down a ropey track to the water's edge on the opposite bank, I'd attach a PVA stick to my Ronnie rig fished wafter style with 2 target nuts and a piece of fake corn. I'd cast it to the opposite bank where Matteo would bait up really tight for me from the top of the barrage wall.
Slacking that clutch right off. Just put that down there. Like that.
With my rod perfectly in position, I was reasonably confident one of the carp we'd seen cruising up and down would pick up my bait. All I needed to do now was kick back and wait for the bite.
Right, bam. Cool, that woke me up. I was just catching a few Zeds. I just heard that clutch absolutely start shredding. Come on! Oh, oh I'm gassed, mate. It's a mirror. Let's get some pictures done and we slip her back, eh? Mega little fish. Something quite exciting about stalking carp, especially on a big lake. You know, especially after losing that fish this morning as well. I was feeling a little bit gutted. Buzzing that Matteo was able to catch one because it meant the carp was still in the area. But I still felt like I had a score to settle. By no means the biggest, but absolutely immaculate. Great colours, perfect mouth. And good fun. See you another day when you're a bit bigger. Brilliant. Come on, mate. Excited for tonight now, Matteo. Big one incoming, eh? Come on.
Congratulations.
Thanks, bro. Thank you.
It'd been an exciting day's angling for a supposedly tricky lake, but now we just really desperately wanted Claire to catch a carp.
Look at these surroundings. It's truly stunning. You couldn't ask for anything more other than carp. But Matteo is so funny. He has been an absolute darling, and his mum has made us the most delicious tart, and then he supplied us with the most delicious local delicacies. Oh my God, it blew my mind. And the boys caught carp. So yeah, I'm totally buzzing, but I am slightly feeling a bit left out. So I need to sort it out.
It was only gentlemanly that Matteo and I would give Claire our rods for the final night, as we really wanted her to catch a carp from here before we had to go in the morning. As we tucked into another incredible local delicacy, the lake was giving off some serious vibes, and we were sure that tonight was the night for Claire.
Thank you.
Well done, Claire. That's a whopper.
Yeah, it's the biggest one yet.
That's an absolute whopper.
It did happen last night. It happened about 2:30 this morning, and I'm really buzzing. So I'm going to have a quick coffee, get my waders on, and have a look at this beautiful carp we've got in the bag.
What a wonderful leaving gift from Brasamoni. This trip has been truly hard, and this being my biggest capture so far. We've only got about one more venue to go to, but I can't tell you how much fun we've had, and the best company, the best food, and stunning carp. Grazie.
This was the perfect end to this venue. Now all we needed to do was pack up and say goodbye to Matteo.
Hey, Matteo.
Hey.
This is goodbye, mate.
Yeah, it's the time to say goodbye. Thank you to you, because you gave me 3 exceptional, fantastic days.
Yeah.
So, good luck.
Thank you.
Stay strong.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao. Yes,
Ciao.
I can kiss Claire, but you hug.
Right, this is it. We're a few kilometres away from a venue that I've wanted to fish for such a long time. Now, I've always had a bit of a fascination with volcanoes since I was a young child, and when I found out there's lakes like volcanic crater lakes and they hold big carp, and a load of them are in Italy, man, all I've wanted to do is come here ever since. It's incredible. Actually in a volcano. I can't believe we're actually in a volcano, Claire.
No.
Back on the phone, trying to find somewhere where we can go take a look. We've seen one show, so we've looked at what, 5 or 6 different spots now.
Yeah.
Access is pretty complicated everywhere, with the exception of a few spots which are obviously occupied, but we're not ready to give up yet, so.
I'm not up for camping, I want to catch carp.
Oh no,
Yeah.
big carp.
Yeah.
Right, go on, let's go.
So what are you thinking then?
I think we're going to go back to the boat ramp spot.
Yeah.
There's 2 reasons actually draw me to that spot. First is the wind is banging into it. So, you know, all big lake carp love to follow the wind smashing into the bank. Second, and probably most important, is you've got a really big view of the lake from there. So in the other spots, you're like really hemmed in. You've got a very, very narrow field of view. And on any big lake, key is spotting fish. So I just think there we've got the best chance of spotting fish. So we've got the binoculars, we have to get on them early morning, get up early, but it's going to be a late night tonight. So. Well, I don't think we've picked the best of spots, to be honest. Thought we'd set up on the right of the slipway, but apparently this isn't a swim. This is a slipway too.
Can I slip past, please, mate?
Of course you can slip past, Claire. Not the best start to a new venue. Got a few things to work out today, like where we're moving to in a minute. Yeah, well, literally, lads are launching next to our rods. Guys behind us, other guys in boats turning up now too, so.
Claire brewed up a fresh pot of coffee while we watched the water and decided what to do next.
In the last 30 minutes, we've seen 2 fish show off the rushes on the other side. So I'm not hanging about, the lake's really, really busy today. That's it, we're on the move. Check this gaff out, it's mental, mate, honestly. You're going to hear me say that a lot, I think, during this session. New spot, mega views. Now we just need to find Claire, who's in the forest somewhere.
We'd lug our equipment 100 yards to the swim, where we'd meet Jack Fury, our local contact.
Lovely to meet you. 2.
2, okay.
And in England it's that. You're right, mate.
Good?
With our licences sorted for the duration of our stay, it was now time to get down to business, fishing.
We have a little bit of weed here, just at 4 metres. It's going to back up, you can see it on the bottom, like this echo sounder isn't quite as clear as my other one, so it does make it a little bit more difficult to decipher, but you get the general gist. Right, here we go. Now it feels like the one. Line's getting snagged in the weed. Yes, this is definitely it.
You'd be surprised how crucial it is putting the time in to find those exact spots on the big lake. Baiting with some monster shrimp, tiger nut slush and sweet tigers, this spot looked prime for a bite. The spot was lush, it kinda had a holiday vibe to it, and was certainly a lovely place to spend a few nights with these incredible vistas.
Chicken with vegetables and steak for you, and I think the cat's won a bit too.
I ain't having none of my steak, bless him.
He's coming over your way now.
He's a right little character, isn't he?
Yeah, I think we should eat this, discuss about what we're going to do, because this is such a beautiful spot, but it's not always about how beautiful it is when we want to catch fish. So I think if we don't see any jumps tonight, and if we don't
catch any fish, that's more important.
Yeah, we definitely have to move.
The night passed without event, and there was no activity in the swim, but it wasn't just the carp that weren't active.
Cup of tea. Morning, lady.
Cool, that's nice. At least Claire's mates were up, hey?
It's dead out. Literally nothing. Couple of beeps last night. Actually think it was a few birds flying through the lines as the rods are in the reeds. But it looks terrible, mate. Like, terrible. Not seen anything show this morning at all. It's not for the want of trying either. Kept our eyes peeled. Kept our ears open. Just not feeling like the one. Oh, what do we do next? Do we go left or do we go right? That's the big question.
We ain't going anywhere for the minute. That's a bite.
That doesn't look like a carp, Claire. No. Here's a carp, it's definitely a small one. Come on. Yes. Boom.
Fish?
Fish.
Yeah.
Carp.
Finally.
Actually a carp. First one from Lago di Vico. Been really quite tough, to be honest, you know. Not really seen much. Not had any beaks. Very, very welcome. Thank you so much. See you later. We're back in while we pack up because you never know what's next, eh?
Claire decided to go for a walk to see if she could spot any carp for our move, when suddenly...
Same rod again. Oh. Guys. It's been a big fight, that's all. Oh. Come on. Oh, Jesus.
No sooner had I returned to the bank, my other rod went busting off, and it was a shredder.
Come on. Come on. Yeah, it's much better one shit. Yeah, it's good. Wow, how long are these carp? Jesus. Come on. Bam. Yes. Ah, yes. Oh, I was right to get that rod back out. Come on, Claire. Getting in on the action too. Got a little bit of a problem. We've got two in the net already. I need to sort that out quickly. It's just absolutely popped off now, isn't it?
Come on, baby. Yay.
Yes. Yeah, he's a big one.
Bigger than my leg.
He's a big one. You did it. Well done.
Yay.
Well done. What a solid morning's angling. Check these bangers out.
Here you go. The two best ones from this morning's trio. A brace of 30-pounders. Just kicked off out of nowhere. Claire was off looking for fish and I was left to mop up the carnage. But when she came back, mate, you want to check the one that she's got in the net. See you later, guys.
Cool, that's a proper nice one. 45-14. Go on, Claire, that'll do.
Wow.
This trip has been incredibly difficult. With no big carp and no bites last night, this morning I decided to go for a walk, and with returning to Samir, he'd already bagged 3 carp. I was so buzzing for him, and as I was congratulating him, my left hand rod went screaming off. I'm so buzzing, really. I'm gonna take some pictures of this beautiful carp and then put my rod back out and hopefully catch some more. Ciao, Bella. Woo!
Right, sort the rods out. Try and catch another one, eh?
Yeah, let's do it.
This one was another certified banger, and an absolutely pristine carp. But as the sun got up, the fish started to make their ways into the shallows, so me and Claire needed to make some adjustments, pronto. Tying up a fresh batch of rigs, we'd reel our deepest rods in and head out onto the water to try and place them in much shallower water. Slinging out a few healthy handfuls of the monster shrimp, topped up with some sweet tigers and tiger nut slush, this had been the winning formula so far, and there was no need to change it. It'd been a really productive first 48 hours, and the nice thing was, it felt like we earned it. As the sun set behind the mountain, on this truly stunning venue, we both felt a bit of magic could happen over the next few days. We woke up to motionless rods. Maybe the spots were too shallow for a nighttime bite, but as the sun got up, all that was about to change.
Which one? Oh shit, that one. It's that one. Come on. Come on. Bam. That's a big old mouth, man. Oh, that's nailed as well. Another really mega carp.
We're gonna try and tune them rods in a little bit better again today. Pop the drone up and I see a lot of fish feeding on this side of the weed instead of on the other side where we caught them yesterday. So this one was actually also on the inside of the weed. So we're just gonna try and adapt again and try and keep these captures coming to the end, eh Claire? This was a mega carp for breakfast, but not wanting to bask in our own glory, we needed to act on the observations we'd made earlier. Preparing some fresh sweet tigers, tiger nut slush and of course the monster shrimp. We really wanted to get these spots dialed in proper today to make the most of our last few days in Italy.
Massive one just jumped. Huge common. I'm going to try and get these rods realigned now. I think that's too far away from where I just see that one jump. A little bit of a spread bait. Some tiger nuts. Come on. Big fish incoming. Right. Cool. This one's going to work out alright, I reckon. Claire, a massive one jumped while I was out there. Massive. Right. First of all, this right hand rod, I believe, is fishing on the wrong side of the weed. The fish are clouding up on the inside and I thought I would have got a bite, but it's not happened. You know, you just think, can literally 2 meters, 3 meters make all the difference between a bite and no bite? And in this case, I kind of feel it is. Oh God, it's an absolute churner. Come on, Claire. Oh, sweet. Right, there we go. Grab the net. Cool, that was a shredder, wasn't it, Claire?
Can you get the net, babe?
Shut up, you idiot. A decent one again, Claire.
Oh, look at that.
A decent one again. Oh, Christ. It's a massive one.
Well
another big one.
done.
Look at that. Jeez. Come on. That's actually a whopper. Look at him. Come here with the whoppers.
Oh my God, look at you.
The size of his head.
Oh my God.
It's a proper good one, that. Proper good one.
Buzzing.
Proper good one. That's bigger than the other one, that is.
While Claire sorted her carp out, I tried to stay on top of the filming by shooting a bit of B-roll in between the bites, when suddenly...
No. Does it come off? Nice carp, it's carp. Claire, I need boat, darling. Hold this a sec, hold that. So I've got it, thank you. I hate seeing that leader not bounce through them rings, it's horrible. Oh, jeez. Big fight. Big fight. Oh, he's a lovely one. Oh, he's a pucker one. Yes! Oh! Yeah! Come on. So happy. What a fight, huh? What a fight! There's another big one. Not as big as yours. Yours is 53 pound.
So long. So long. Like torpedoes.
Wow. It looks proper sick, Do it. Do it. Jesus. Move this camera here. You zip him up. The carp have well and truly turned up on the right hand side. We've gone from like No activity at all on this side, to it all being on this side. What's going on? He's swimming right in here.
Madness, eh?
Absolute madness. Not in the rushes. Oh, Samira! Come on. Oh, he's putting out a proper scrap. Yeah. Yes! Oh, come on!
He's a big one. Yeah. The only thing missing was big carp, and finally it's happening. So yesterday I changed the spot on my right hand side, and this is the result. Honestly, I'm totally buzzing, and hopefully, yeah, 53 pound as well. And I know there are bigger ones in here, but as it is right now, I'm just so buzzing with this capture. We've got one night left, I think. So yeah, I'm truly excited, because look at this. This is truly stunning. Ready?
Go.
Wow.
Well, we've got 2 more to do and rods to get back out. We're busy, let's get moving. Well, it's certainly been another exciting, busy day. Another incredible carp. Super immaculate. Gave a hell of a scrap. It's been a really productive day. You know, building on yesterday's captures. It's quite mad now, all the bites seem to be coming on the right hand side instead of the left. But we're not complaining, honestly. Right, I've got to get him slipped back because I've got another beautiful mirror I want to show you, and they're super rare here. See you later, buddy. Last one, let's go. The smallest one of the day, but absolutely the prettiest. Real mega one. First mirror we've caught, and locals tell me that mirrors are proper rare in this lake, so I'm gassed to have caught such a cool one. Mega fish. Get him slipped back because I've still got rods to get back in, haven't we, sweetheart? Chuffed to have caught this one. Really chuffed. Cool carp.
Time goes by, won't keep head round circles, never letting go, never letting go.
The last night was proper carnage. With every rod going and some more than once, we were proper shattered. Saving the best few carp to show you guys, but before we do that, it was time to have a little reflection on the trip and the memories we'd made.
I don't know, the whole journey has been really exciting. The food has taken to my heart quite a lot and my waistline, but it's all right, we'll sort that out when we get back.
You know, Italy has an incredible charm. You know, the big mountains, the clouds, the incredible food, you know. And I'm really going to quite miss it, to be honest.
I don't know, the whole journey has been really exciting. Catching the most amazing, beautiful, dark, super strong fish. I've never actually caught fish as powerful as these.
There was a point in this trip where I felt like it really wasn't going our way. And the main reason for that was we wasn't catching big carp. I love catching big fish. I actually felt like for a moment I was spoiling the trip that I was having by focusing on just wanting to catch a big carp for the cameras. And in fact, once I'd sort of shed that feeling of like, I've got to catch a big one, I really started to enjoy this trip. And I think really it kind of shows you that there's much more to carp fishing than just catching big fish. And if you're just focusing on catching big fish, then you can kind of miss the whole point of it, you know, which is getting out into the countryside and enjoying beautiful scenes and great companionship with people and smelling the roses along the way.
There's one word just to sum it up. Bellissimo.
Yeah, man, sick. What a wonderful leaving gift from Lake Vico. This truly stunning, long, big-headed, massive-lipped carp. I couldn't ask for anything more. I just can't wait to come back to Italy and discover more of these amazing carp. Thank you, Italy.
What a real cool way to end our road trip. Honestly, we couldn't have asked for a better ending, to be honest. This final venue, the last couple of days, we made it happen. Slip this one back, get the other one out.
Next.
Well, I thought this was the biggest one, but now I'm holding it, I actually think it was the other one. But they're all pretty similar, to be honest. Really long commons, massive heads, incredibly powerful, and a beautiful way to say goodbye to the lake. But we thoroughly enjoyed our time here in Italy, and sure, we've got more exploring to do yet. See you later, buddy. Home time. Italy, completed it.